Well, good morning, babes, and it is a good morning indeed. The sun is shining. I've got my matchy, comfy set on, which you already know is a good indication that we're getting our hands busy with a new makeover today. But first things first, we gotta kick off the morning with our ritual little drink. And today's montage is going to be the cutest one ever because I don't think you guys are ready for this. Let me just say that my most recent find is so adorable. Look at this. I mean, come on. For any Starbucks lover out there, you know how popular these like little bear cups have been. So when I came across this, which is such an adorable little dupe, so I thought what better way than to start off the video with such good vibes and making my drink in this little teddy bear cup. We just need to tweak it a little bit. Hey babes, what is up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. Truly, you guys, I don't think any coffee segment can top the cuteness of this one. I love how it turned out. I cannot believe that I got this little bear for $2.99 and the little touches that we added, truly, I think it's even cuter than the barista cup from Starbucks because it's pink and anything pink just makes this girl super happy. What a fun way to start off today's video. And you know what? It's gonna keep being fun because you know what's related to fun? Play. And given that today we're tackling the playroom, see how I transitioned into that? I am so excited that for today's video, we are going to be pretty much, hopefully, finishing our playroom slash guest room, the blue room, as you may call it. It's actually a dual room with two purposes. It is obviously a playroom for my girls, but whenever we do have guests coming over once in a while, we do have a Murphy bed that we bring down and pretty much convert it into a guest room. In the last video, I took you guys through adding the beadboard, the wall details, and taking you through all of my ideas and my mood board of what I want this space to look like. And what did we end off the video with? Obviously asking you guys a question. What blue should we do when it comes to the room? Because I had 3 different samples on the wall. I really love them all for different reasons. And now that it's just a little over a week later, I am happy to say that we have officially made a decision and the room is painted. The color that I ended up choosing, drumroll please, was actually blue number 1 Nebla Azul by Sherwin-Williams, which truly, I have to say, it was neck and neck with a lot of the paint colors, but I had to agree. I felt like this blue had the most calm, serene, coastal vibe compared to some of the other ones. I didn't want this room looking like a little boy nursery. I wanted to lean more into like a feminine playroom vibe, slightly coastal too. And I have to say, I feel like I'm really happy with my decision. I can't handle how cute this little bear cup is. But for today's video, we're gonna be jumping right back into it. Now that the room was painted, the next step was choosing the wallpaper. And I was actually gonna ask you guys in this video which wallpaper I should do until on one of my late night Facebook Marketplace scrolls, I actually came across a post that somebody did where they were giving away so much wallpaper for free. Which I mean, for someone like me, there is no better word I love more than free. And I was actually able to get a ton of wallpaper rolls from her. She had so many different options, but the pattern that I ended up going with was this little vintage, whimsical, flower, dainty. I mean, I don't know how many words I can use to describe it, but because the bottom half of the room was blue, I really wanted the top half to have slight hints of pink in it, but I wanted the wallpaper to be very subtle. I was debating to even like not put a wallpaper at all and just stamp it myself, but I thought that instead this pattern would be absolutely perfect because look at those little dots. Like this looks like one of those wallpapers you would see in a grandma's house, but like in the best way. The only thing about it is that this is not a peel and stick wallpaper. This is one of those wallpapers that you actually have to apply paste and do it yourself, which as you guys know, I've learned from the past, this is one of those things that I just like struggle with so badly. It takes me so long to do, and with having Eliana right now, I just had no energy for it. So I did end up contacting Vladimir, which is my handy dandy wallpaper expert. He did Eliana's room and he actually wallpapered the entire space, which now I have that blank canvas that I was looking for, and I'm feeling so fired up and energetic to move on to the fun part, which is decorating and furnishing and all of that good stuff. Even though I do have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be adding today, I'm going to take you along with me on a thrift trip as well, and hopefully we'll find some more items to add to the playroom because I'm looking for some fun decor, some artwork, maybe some baskets for storage and their toys as well. But with that, I am so excited to get into today's video. We already had such a fun start, so let's keep the fun going. I'm going to show you what the room is looking like and then we'll move on to the next step. Let's go! Well, babes, here's your official welcome to our blue playroom. I wish you guys could just see what it looks like when the sun hits it. This paint color is so beautiful. Is there an echo in here? I feel like there is. What does that tell me? The space is just too empty and now it's time to fill it up. So I thought the first thing that we would go ahead and tackle is our play shelf. I built it when it was such a mess in here, but I actually already spent last night clearing out a lot of the toys while also organizing a lot of them into bins. So now whenever the girls want to go ahead and play with something, they can take out a bin that has a couple little different toys in it that I actually separated all with little organizers on the inside. So then this way they can take out one box per day or per week and pretty much have a box of fun with a bunch of different things. These bins actually come in a pack of 4 on Amazon and they are so amazing because they're stackable. You could slide them right on top of each other. And I also love that they're really big and wide. This little bin, for example, is just dedicated to Eliana for her stage right now. It has a bunch of rattles and wooden toys, things that I know she will love to play with right now. And then hopefully that way cleanup is also made so much easier because you could just put everything back in the box once you're done using it and it slides right in. With that being said, I do really want to keep this area right here for all of those boxes and all of their like bigger wooden toys, the things that they play with a little more often. I want to have them displayed on the shelf, not only because they look cute, but they are the things that they are reaching for the most. So that is why first step is getting the shelf ready. I asked you if I should add wooden legs to this to kind of elevate it, and a lot of you said that I should. I got these wooden legs on Amazon that actually match the color very well. It comes with all of the hardware that you need. All I gotta do is really just drill a hole and screw them in. The best thing also is that it's fully flush against the wall. Because we ended up choosing legs that were tall enough to pass the baseboard, I mean, that just looks a million times better. Literally looks like these legs were meant for this. Thank you guys. This is just proof that you give me the best advice ever. I feel like elevating it with these little feet makes it look so much more like a proper cabinet. And once I nail down exactly where I want it, I'm also gonna mount it to the wall so that we don't have any furniture tipping issues. But next up, I wanna go ahead and add something else to the room that I've actually found on Facebook Marketplace. Let me bring it and see if you remember. This incredible little bookshelf that I got for what, I think $25. It has like the beadboard detailing behind it, but it is the cutest shelf that saves you so much space to store books specifically. And my girls, they got a lot of books. I have been so back and forth on like what color I should go ahead and paint it because I don't want to leave it white. I feel like white is still just too boring and I want to add a secondary color. What I'm thinking to do is maybe to color match one of the blush pink shades from the wallpaper onto this, or do you think like pink on blue? Would that be weird? I don't know. I did order some spray paint for this in a specific pink color, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get this up on the wall so I can figure out at least where I want it. Along with this other thrifted piece, I found this one for maybe $3 or $4, and we actually had this already in the playroom before. I used to keep it right over here by the door so that once the girls enter, they can put their backpacks away, because like I said, this playroom is right by our front entryway. Just look at how beautiful this wood looks with this coastal blue. I'm gonna get these 2 items on the wall, and having this up already will give us so much more opportunity for space-saving organization, which is a very big theme in this entire tiny playroom. So happy that it is officially up, and I actually think this spot is perfect because this door is constantly open anyway. But oh my gosh, white is such an eyesore. I have to change the color. But I don't know, off the top of your head right now as you guys are watching this, comment down below. Taking a look at the room, what color would you paint the bookshelf? Would you color drench it in the same blue so that it can blend in? Would you possibly do pink? Maybe a different kind of blue? I even saw some gorgeous options of red, which I would have never thought to pair with blue, but like look at these playrooms. I love the primary colors. I would love to know what you, off the top of your head, think I should paint this. Okay, day. And a perfect timing, you guys. Eliana just woke up from her nap and I was gonna head out for a thrift trip. So Eliana's just gonna be with her while I'm gone. But whenever she wakes up from her naps, she gets super hungry. As you guys know, I'm currently doing combination feeding. I'm also breastfeeding as well as giving her formula. But at this point, Eliana's a little bit over 3 months old. Just like with my other kids, all of my kids around 3-4 months kind of transition more into formula. And I spoke to you guys about it before. I am totally okay with kind of like following their lead with it. And with that transition to her having more formula, we have been so happy with our Bobbie Gentle formula. This is a formula that I have been keeping in my drawer from the beginning while I was even pregnant with Eliana. Because whether you're a first-time mom or even it's your second or third time around, every experience with every baby is so different when it comes to your feeding journey. What I personally love about Bobbie's formula so much is that they are made to be modeled after breast milk. The ingredients in all of the Bobbie formulas are so much cleaner too. They have no palm oils, no corn syrup, none of that junk that personally, if I wouldn't eat it myself, I wouldn't want to give it to my baby. But they have such a variety of different options as well, like a whole milk version, an organic formula, or even their plain regular Bobbie formula is really popular too. Bobbie's just one of those formula brands that I feel really good about giving to my baby. Yeah, Liana. They're USDA organic, clean label certified, and because their formulas are modeled after breast milk, they're meant to be gentle on your baby's tummy. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave Hi Bobbie link down below for you guys. Check out all of their different formula variations and find the one that is best suited for you and your baby. I can guarantee that having that can of Bobbie stashed in your pantry just in case you need it has truly given me such peace of mind. And with some of the scary things that you've been hearing about other formula companies, I am so proud to say that Bobbie is trusted and beloved by so many moms because it is mom-led. Their formula goes through such rigorous testing, and you know that you're giving your baby a formula that is made with ingredients to benefit them. With all that, this girl has a full tummy. I'm gonna hand her off to dad and we are gonna get into our fun little thrift trip. If I wasn't on a time crunch, I would have taken this little bubba with me. But next time you're gonna be my +1, okay? I love you. You guys, we've actually gotten so much done, but now it's time to add those finishing touches. And hopefully we find some cute ones. So hey Siri, take me to a red, white, and blue thrift store.
Getting directions
Let's
to
go.
red, white, and blue thrift store.
I actually love so much that I'm just doing all of these little mini thrift trips and all of these vlogs, but I think it's truly because lately getting the final touches, the finishing touches at a thrift store has been so much more fun than just buying stuff on Amazon or like going to Home Goods, because you never know what you're gonna find. So taking in this little mood board for the playroom, I am definitely looking for some things I can add to the wall, maybe some shelves, some decor, definitely some frames, along with any other cute little, I don't know, feminine decor that I can add to the space that is just fun and playful. That's my hope for today. Okay, I mentioned to you something that I really wanted was artwork. And I personally really love, you guys taught me, it's called cross stitch. Look at how adorable this is. It has literally the ABCs, which is so playroom vibes, along with all these other little details. Even the color of the frame matches that little heart rack that we have for $4.99. It says welcome friends. I think this would be adorable in the playroom. Given the fact that we are thrifting for a playroom, I thought I might as well check out the toy section. My girls really love blocks specifically. And I actually found a bag right over here for $3.99 of a bunch of blocks, and they're actually in really pretty colors too. Like how stunning. They're gonna have so much fun building with this, so for sure grabbing that. Another wooden building block set for $3.99. In addition, with these blocks that I got, they can get so creative with that, and they actually have this exact same brand of Lego blocks. They really do love that one a ton, but I gotta figure out a better way to store it, because this bag right here, it is so ugly and such an eyesore in the playroom. While I am here, because I'm not finding as much as I thought I might as well go ahead and show you some items that I found on previous thrift trips that I am thinking to add into the room. We found a couple of really cool things. Okay, my lovelies, it is officially day 2 of this entire playroom makeover, and let me just say, I was tossing and turning a lot last night because I changed my mind. What do I mean by that? The more I was like thinking about it, the more I realized literally 90% of the time this room is going to be a playroom. I really want to add more color into the space. I'm talking pinks, yellows, green, like I want there to be little pops of color throughout the entire space, because genuinely I feel like that's going to be something the kids are going to enjoy so much more, which truly is the point. And if you want to know exactly what it is that brought this on, for the girls' shared room, I recently picked up this little set of 2 chairs that you can kind of combine together and create a little sofa, and I thought it was so adorable. Aaliyah brought this downstairs yesterday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this yellow is so gorgeous with the blue. And then that's when it hit me, why don't I just add more color in here? Like, take a look at some of these inspiration pictures. Most of these playrooms do have a mix of different colors going on in the room, and I don't know, isn't that just so much more exciting than sticking to one tone? So right away, I was like, okay, this little set, instead of their bedroom, I want to go and add it right here and create a little reading nook That already looks so cute. And this also gave me my answer for what to paint the shelf. We've got the blue, we've got the yellow. Why don't we go ahead and paint the shelf pink? I don't know. This is very experimental. I have no idea if this is gonna look good, but I have a feeling like if I add some pops of color in the artwork, their toys are already really colorful too. I just have a feeling this is the best direction. But okay, for the next step, I've got this matte Dusty Rose spray paint, and I'm gonna take our shelf outside, give it a good coat, and probably do multiple layers of thin coat so that it can dry properly. Okay guys, I really don't know what's up with this, but there's like no color actually coming out. I'm like halfway through the can already and I can barely see a tint. Ugh, so annoying. I feel like I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot now and pick up some more spray paint because literally, like, look. Where's the color? So I'm gonna try to see if I can find another similar pink color. Listen, usually I'm not somebody who like spray paints a lot of stuff. I love the look of natural wood, but these shelves, I don't know if you guys remember it from when I showed you my nursery video. I thought I might as well just take advantage and use it in this room. The only thing about it is that I don't love the color for this room. Not only that, there's also a big discrepancy in the wood. Like this one looks really good, but then this one, I don't love the way that that looks. What I am thinking, as you guys know, because there's wallpaper, I don't want to go and put holes in the wall. So one of my favorite things to do has been to add a shelf and then just put the artwork on top of it so you can swap it out with the time without having to put holes in your wallpaper. So in an attempt to want to add more color to the space, I decided to spray paint the bookshelf pink. And this is what it looks like. This is so much more of a hot pink than I wanted. Maybe it's just me, but like, I thought it was going to be a lot more subtle. But now I'm honestly thinking most of the bookshelf is going to be covered in books anyway, so it's not going to look just white. And either way, I needed to change the color of this because the white before was like a super stark white. What I think I'm going to go ahead and do now is just go in with like a beigey color, which I think will actually look really nice with the blue. We're still going to have some color in that area, but I think the bookshelf, we should keep it neutral at this point. So I'm going to go in with this color now. Good thing I had extra sitting at home. So in light of me wanting to add more colors to the space, I got rid of our little playmat that we had in the bottom, and I decided to get a rug that will help tie in all the blues you see on the wall onto the floor as well. And I'm telling you, I looked into so many different rugs until I came across this one that is so gorgeous. This is what it looks like. It is absolutely stunning, super good quality, and I love that the color is actually on the border of the rug and the middle is like a light beige. That way we still have some nice light tones on the floor while still being able to add the blue. And let me tell you, my biggest worry with this room is that I didn't want it to look like a little boy's nursery, so I have to feminize it up a little bit. So being able to find a rug in a blue color but with a bunch of florals on it, I think will help lean the room a little bit more feminine, being that I have girls and it's a girls' playroom, rather than feeling too little boy. The only thing that I'm hoping for is that this rug will lay down really nicely because this room is a really weird shape. You can see we have a lot of random angles. I measured it so it should fit lengthwise, but hopefully it's not too big that it runs into the wall at some point. But let's lay it down. Kidding me? It looks stunning. It's so pretty. That like little blue border I think is perfect, but then it has like the beige middle which helps balance it out. And just look at how pretty the play shelf is sitting on it too. I love the blue with the wood, and it ends literally at the perfect point before our wall starts getting all wonky. Okay babe, so now this is the point where we're at the fun part, the decorating. What I do know is that I want to add a lot of color when it comes to the decor. So let me show you a layout of kind of everything I've gathered. This is a mix of a couple old items, some new, a lot of them thrifted. This piece that I thrifted, you guys remember, on a past thrift trip, I thought I can use it as a spice rack rack, but it ended up being just too short for it. And so many of you suggested to add it to the girls' playroom, that they can like display their little figurines on it, which I think is such a cute idea. So we've got that. For $2.99, I found this like random little bucket that says flowers and gardens, and I thought it would actually be really cool to maybe hang this up on the wall, and this is where they can keep all of like the little balls that they play with. This piece I love so much. A wicker little chest. How adorable. Look at this lining inside. I did see on Instagram somebody take a basket like this and position it on the wall, just like you see here, with a little ribbon, and then you can actually put all of their stuffed animals inside. This is on the smaller side, but if I found a bigger one, I definitely would have done that. But they do have a little tea party size, so for them to store it in here could be so cute. And then I completely forgot about these little prints that I had from our old house. This used to be in Naomi's nursery, if you guys remember. I kept them because I always thought that they would be so fun to add to a playroom because they're just such fun, vibrant colors. So these are already ready to go to add onto the shelves, together with the ones that we're going to be putting together ourselves. And then having these little houses propped right on the shelf with it is so adorable. Again, the blue, the yellow, the primary colors are so fun. So to style these alongside all of those prints and frames would look beautiful. Alright, we got a bunch of major room updates, and I have to say it's coming together so beautifully. I decided to move the bookshelf from that wall to this one, but what I decided to put on the original wall is these beautiful golden hooks. I already mentioned to you, because this is a blue room, we gotta still try to make it a bit more feminine, and I think bows and hearts and stuff are a really nice touch to do that. Now the girls have a place to hang their sweaters or even their like little aprons whenever we're doing sensory play. They can hang their aprons up here, have a little bookshelf, a reading nook here, and of course their main toys on the shelf, which now have all of these compartments in the bottom that we're gonna fill up with all of their building toys. You see the shelves over here? You saw me put them up and they were actually a wood color, but then last night I just kept looking at it and I don't know, I felt like it wasn't cohesive. So I took down those shelves and repainted them in the same blue like we did on the back ones, and I actually feel like the flow of it is so much better now. I finally switched up the door handles. I really wanted to go ahead and do a more antique-y gold, which I love how it turned out. And the biggest update of all, guys, we just did this morning. I truly believe like lighting is the jewelry to a room, and on Amazon I came across this chandelier and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect. Yellow rattan tones, but it still has like that scalloped detail. So I called up our electrician and officially installed the lights, and you guys, it is so beautiful. Like, I feel like it is the perfect thing to fill in all of that ceiling space that we had. The scallop details are so pretty, and actually putting a larger light fixture in here makes the room, ironically, feel larger, which I could not be more excited about. And at this point, we just need to bring in all the toys, the books, the decor, and truly make this into the playroom my girls will love. I seriously can't believe it, you guys. We have officially done it. This is the playroom of my dreams, and like, dare I say, I think this is my favorite room in the house so far because it's just so fun. I am so in love with everything, from the blue color of the beadboard to the scallop details to the wallpaper to all of the amazing pieces that we thrifted to this play shelf that we upgraded. I mean, guys, there's so many little intricate details in this room that I am in love with, that have so much intention and have purpose and have use. I just know that Aaliyah, Naomi, and Eliana, when she's older, also are gonna love making memories in this room room together. Whether they want to kick back with a book, do some fun activities, or even spend some nice quality time with us, this is definitely going to be a room that I'm going to love spending a lot of time in, and I'm sure that they will too. If there's anything that today's video I hope taught you, is that there is decision fatigue among makeovers. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to change your mind, and that is totally okay, because slowly but surely every mistake is going to bring you one step closer to having a final product that you love, just like I feel with this room right now. For all of you guys that helped me out, gave me your feedback, gave me your advice, I am so happy that you did. This blue was a bold choice, but it was definitely a good one. And if you guys have any other ideas or opinions for me, let me know down below. The one thing we still need to add to this room, obviously, honestly, in the entire house, is window treatments. And I am for sure thinking some kind of fun Roman shade in here. So if you guys have any ideas on what you think I should do for the window, we're not gonna do long curtains for sure, because I want to save as much floor space as possible. Let me know down below what you think we should do for the window treatments. Should we do it in a fun pattern or a texture, maybe a gingham? Or do you think we should stick with like a solid color, maybe like pink or a yellow like this? Your opinion is gonna help me put that finishing touch cherry on top to this room. And with all that being said, you guys, if you are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVP. I love the ones to stick around all the way till the end. I mean, really, from seeing where this room was just a couple weeks ago to seeing it now, it is organized, it is clean, and it is a space that I actually want to be in, that doesn't cause me anxiety, but brings me so much joy instead. But if you are watching up to this point, then comment down below, yay for play. This room is so fun, and I just really love it in here. I cannot wait to see the girls' reactions once they see it. I know that it's gonna be a room that they're gonna love so much, and hopefully it gave you guys a little bit of inspo on how you can also add some fun color into your life and your space too. With all that being said, I love you all forever and always. Be sure to stick around for more fun makeovers coming up, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.